Misha, thank you. Well, only on Fox, more confirmation from the Texas Land Office that hundreds, if not thousands of Houstonians displaced by Hurricane Harvey never received the cash relief that they had coming to them.
Fox 26's political reporter Greg Grugan is here to tell us what went wrong and who residents say is to blame. Greg.
Yeah, Caroline and Rashi, more than 6 years after Hurricane Harvey, Fox 26 has learned the city of Houston still has access to more than 200 million untapped federal relief dollars it never managed to distribute to victims. That accounting comes directly from State Land Commissioner Don Buckingham in a letter to our newly sworn mayor, John Whitmire. In August of 2017, the colossal downpours of Hurricane Harvey inundated the greater Houston area. In response to the second most financially devastating storm in U.S. history, federal lawmakers earmarked through the Texas General Land Office nearly $1.3 billion to the city of Houston to relieve the suffering. And yet, more than 6 years later, many of those dollars have never reached the folks who needed them most.
And I know people who have not gotten the money.
UH doctoral student Pratchett Bott recalls clearly the floodwaters which engulfed the Appian Way apartments on North McGregor. And the dictate extended 2 years later when the city of Houston obtained federal Harvey relief funds to buy and tear down the complex.
We would be forcibly relocated and they would compensate us for our troubles and move.
Bott is talking about more than $40 million made available to the city through the Uniform Relocation Act. Money meant to ease the transition of residents displaced from flood-prone properties marked for repurposing or demolition. And yet, what has unfolded in the half-decade since is a flood of frustration and just a trickle of payouts through the city of Houston's Department of Housing.
They're really not interested in providing these funds, and I wasn't really sure why. But my only course of action was to continue filing complaints over and over and over again.
Turns out Pratchett Bott's concerns have now been confirmed by the Texas General Land Office, which reviewed relocation aid earmarked for folks at 4 Harvey-damaged complexes purchased by the city with federal dollars. The GLO says of the nearly 1,000 residents evicted from the buildings, only 153 have received the financial aid to which they were clearly entitled, a little more than 15%. In a statement to Fox 26, Land Commissioner Don Buckingham said the General Land Office was shocked to learn renters were kicked out of their homes and onto the streets by the city of Houston. Once the GLO learned of this failure to comply with federal law, our agency sprang into action to help those displaced by the city of Houston and provide them with the assistance needed to get them back on their feet. In a better late than never effort to distribute millions of dollars in aid, the Land Office is searching for former residents forcibly displaced from the Spring Village apartments, the Monticello Square apartments, the Biscayne at City View, and the Appian Way apartments. Now, if this outreach applies to you or someone you know, go to our website, fox26houston.com, where we've listed the GLO's recovery hotline number and email address. I am also happy to report that Pratchett Bott finally received compensation after 3 long years of fighting the city. In the newsroom, Greg Grugan, Fox 26 News.